So, hi everybody, welcome to our Christmas edition of our Wellbeing podcast. It's on the 22nd of December. As you can see, we're getting all Christmassy here. I've got my Santa glasses on.
And I've got my glamorous outfit on for Christmas.
You're always glamorous, Alison. So I know we've got a load to cover today, so let's just get on. And tell me, Alison, who you are and what it is that you do.
Well, I'm Alison Cotton and my business is in health and wellness. It's called All4one and I'm a business owner with Forever Living products, which is the aloe vera company.
Fantastic. And I've been to a number of your networking events and you do it all online as well. So anybody from anywhere.
Anywhere can come on now since March. It's absolutely amazing. It's virtual. So not getting up and going out to the pub. It's literally from your living room or where you've got a Zoom call. So it's absolutely amazing. It's amazing that I meet with so many different people now from all over the country, from Scotland down to here.
Absolutely. And is it a certain day in the month? How often does it run?
It's every other Thursday, so it's every 2 weeks at 9:30 in the morning. The reason I did 9:30 in the morning was because a lot of the business owners have got children, so they can drop the children off and come to the meeting, and at night time people have got to look after the children, so cannot come over night time. So I did 9:30. I know my children are older, but you know, a lot of the business owners have got children, so that's why I committed for 9:30.
Fantastic. What a great idea, because so many more women and stay-at-home dads actually are setting up these sort of side gigs and little startup businesses, so it gives them an opportunity to network as well. It's such a lovely
there's more
group.
men. I want to say there's more men coming, and it's absolutely amazing that you know, they all come along too, which is great.
Exactly, it's a great mix, isn't it? So we're going to touch on the aloe and Forever Living products later on, but tell me a bit, because I know you now. I've known you for probably just over a year. Tell me, I know you've got a story there about your own well-being, and it's amazing, and I'm sure the listeners would love to know. Tell me a bit about that.
Well, my well-being, literally like any other teenager, you know, 15, 16, literally ate rubbish, ate sweets, and just literally didn't care. And only being 5'1", you know, putting a little bit of weight on, I did. And somebody at 11 stone and 5 foot, I looked like a little marshmallow, you know what I mean? A little tubby person. So yeah, so then I went the other way when I was 18. I went anorexic and I went down to 5.5 stone, which literally I looked like a little boy because I had short hair then. I've always had short hair until not long ago. So I probably looked better at 11 stone, didn't look after myself. So that was really the start of not liking myself as well. Not liking myself. But you know what? How can I say it? I won't say it was a good thing or a bad thing, but it has helped me in later life, because I'm 50 now, in later life, like 10 years ago.
Amazing. You look amazing.
So yeah, so like 10 years ago, I you know, I was up and down with weight, etc., and I didn't like myself very much, and I met my lovely husband now, who is absolutely amazing, and just having somebody being your cheerleader and helping you, because he could see how amazing I was, but I couldn't. So the well-being for me is the fact that I started liking myself. That is, I can tell you now, that's probably one of the things of being liking yourself and being positive. As I always say, negativity breeds negativity, positivity breeds positivity.
Absolutely.
So I literally started doing that because I was that miserable lady walking with my head down, walking, say, around the shops. Even though I was bubbly inside, and wanted to speak to somebody, I just wouldn't. Head down. But now, head up, positive, and smiling at somebody, because you don't know. Because I thought, if somebody smiled at me then, it does make you feel so much happier, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So it's just, loving yourself, absolutely loving yourself, and looking after yourself, and eating better, and the well-being of myself, and being around positive people as well.
Totally agree. I mean, self-esteem, self-care, they're things that are so important now. I mean, mental, you only have to turn on the TV, don't you? Listen to the news, and there's always something about mental health on there. And, it's incredibly important, isn't it? So, wow. So you went from one spectrum on eating disorders, if you like, to the complete other. And yet you look absolutely fabulous now. You've completely turned it around.
And I think just by, to anybody listening, just by loving yourself and looking in the mirror. I say that I must say, I do not look in the mirror. I look past it. That's another story. But I just don't look. I just don't look in the mirror.
Well, I think you're fabulous, and I know the rest of the networkers at your All4one certainly do think you're fantastic too. And I love all your quotes that you always put on Facebook. They're brilliant, so motivational, very much like you.
Thank you. But it's like in the morning, if you just get up, you wake up. And just to see if my one of my quotes or quotes I've taken from somebody just helps one person, just get up.
Yeah.
You know what? Because there are days, I must say today, I didn't feel like it today because I am so tired. But you know what? You've got to get up. You know what? You've got to get up.
Keep going. So what would you say is the biggest challenge and opportunity at the moment for people's well-being, Alison?
Well, I think at the moment, with everything what's going on, is mental health, in the fact that working from home, I know I work from home, so I am used to it.
Yeah.
I think it's the working from home and not knowing. I think it's a not knowing, the to-ing and fro-ing. And we've just had the tiers come through today, which from where our area is in the Black Country is a big blow to us, tier 3. And I can't, and I can't imagine how they are feeling, and I'm in tier 3. But just like I have just before I've just come onto this podcast, I had half an hour window, which was like my lunch break. I thought I'll just go out for a walk. I literally just done 2.5k walk, just up the road and back, which is just over a mile, just to get out and just release my thoughts and just think about what I've got on for the next few days, and just feel a bit positive, just to think those tears, we've got to get through it and help others.
I agree. And when this podcast comes out, it will actually be the start of the Christmas period that the government have given us for certain families and visitors, isn't it? So that's something really positive to look forward to. Although they are asking us to be responsible, aren't they, about it?
They are, and I'm sure most people do. I think Scotland have said 8 people, which is probably 2 families, 4 and 4. Yeah. And I think people have got to respect it and do it, because we're gonna all will be.
And make the most of it. This is a lovely time of year, isn't it?
It is.
So tell me, how do you maintain your positive well-being mindset? Because you're always so positive.
I think I wake up I wake up every morning and think, I'm alive.
Helps.
I really do. I look up and think, I'm still here. I'm alive. And I just wake up thinking, new day, I love challenges. Not in the challenges of life, but I just challenge myself. Goals, that's probably a better word. Goals. I go for a run, which I'll talk about later. Just get up, and a lovely lady called Mel Robbins, 54321 is her signature to get up. So if I don't want to get up, I go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I'm up and ready. And that's it. Just think of the positive, because as I said, if you start feeling negative, oh, I hate myself, I hate life, which I did, you are going to plummet. You have just got to get up. Like this morning, I did feel so tired, but I thought, get up and get showered. And, you know,
ready to start the day. I totally, obviously, with my mental health journey as well, I completely understand where you go coming from there, because I used to spend weeks and weeks and I never got out of bed. I never ate properly. I didn't really wash. There was no self-care at all. And, you know, rather than that sort of mindset when you wake up by just thinking, what sort of exciting opportunities are going to come my way today? And when you think like that, then they do just naturally come, don't they?
They do. And as well, when you go to bed, and what I do, and, you know, you got your gratitudes, you know, just if you go to bed positive, you're going to wake up positive, because if you're thinking negative, you'll wake up negative. So I am getting better at that. So I think, go to bed on a positive.
Absolutely. I love that. And that's a great way to sort of end your day, isn't it? By looking, perhaps reflecting. And you said about a gratitude diary. Is that something?
Your gratitudes. Another business owner helped me do gratitudes, because I kept thinking, you know, what am I grateful for? Am I grateful for getting up? Grateful for, you know, silly little things. But you know what? Just even, and she used to say to me, you know, if you can't find 5, do 10.
Yeah.
Do more. So I'm getting better. Yeah. Getting better. And as well, which has helped me as well, is look at your day. You think good and bad, and you just think, how, you know, tomorrow, the bad thing, how better can I make it? How can I do it how can I do it differently?
That's a really good tip, isn't it? And by writing them down, then you've got that reflection piece as well, haven't you, to sort of look and think, okay, that wasn't the best, but how can I improve that? And the thing is with life is that sometimes we do things that aren't great, but you think, well, okay, how can I do it better, and go and learn something new to improve it for yourself?
It is, because if you keep on, as the old saying, you know, if you keep on doing what you're doing, you're going to get the same, you know, the same result. But if, you know, nothing changes. So if you keep on turning the alarm off every morning, it ain't going to change anything, is it? So you just got to get up
and do it, and absolutely just do it, and smash the day, and just have a, you know, look at everything as an opportunity. And I totally agree, because obviously, you know, I'm from having a poor mental health experience myself, and it's about focusing on the positives.
It is.
And so what I'd like to ask you, Alison, do you know someone that struggled with poor mental health? I just told you about my sort of
well I have. Can I talk about me? I don't. To be honest, is that okay about talking about me? Well, 11 years ago, my dear mum passed away. So it started probably before then. My marriage before that broke up, and literally hated myself, like I mentioned before, hated myself, and mental health, and the fact that I could have literally taken my life. But I did turn it, you know, and if anybody is out there and you are feeling like it, there is people out there who you can talk to. People, you know, I literally did go down in a black hole and thought, there is no way I want to live. Got 2 beautiful children, and I hated them. I know that sounds horrid. I hated me, I hated life. But then, you know, then I spoke to my friend, and you just got to just talk to people, just help. You know, it's not ever that bad, and it isn't. It isn't that bad. And that was me thinking how not very nice I was to myself. So for anybody who doesn't like themselves, please love yourself, because I didn't. And that's my mental health. And you know what, there are days, like I'm sure yourself, Marie, have bad days, but you've just got to just think, just think, I know it sounds say positively, but yeah, just go for it. And that's why I always, dress up, put my makeup on, just because people say, you know what, it only takes a few minutes, or jump in the shower and put some lippy, even if I just jumped in the shower and put some lippy on, it just makes you feel so much better. Because I can't, and I don't possess a pair of PJs, because I would literally...
too much information, Alison. What I would say is... What I do know that you possess is like an amazing wardrobe. I mean, you always look absolutely fabulous with your trademark. I'd say they're like a trademark, your outfits are. Absolutely.
It makes you feel so much better just dressing up. Get up, get dressed and never give up.
Absolutely. Yes. Thank you for sharing that, Alison, because I didn't actually know to the extent in which you yourself struggled with mental health.
It was literally, with my mum passing away, miss my mum very terribly, because she was glamorous, absolutely. What you see is what you get. And she used to probably say, what the hell's wrong with what's the matter? You're miserable. And what mum did say that, but she used to book me up, just say, get up and get out. So I think I've got my mum's mentality, like to get up and get out. Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. And you're saying about getting up, getting out. Now I know you're a massive runner. So I'm assuming, and this is for you to tell me, in your recovery from mental health, what part did running play?
Well, you know what? Running is only a recent thing, actually.
Oh.
It's 3 years. 3 years in January, which was more, I don't know, in January. I hate walking, let alone running. So I saw, it was a teacher at Stuart and Esther's school who did running, and I went. I literally had hat, coat, scarf, big massive boots on, layers, and she must have thought, what has she come as? And I literally said, I hate walking and I hate running, and she was so kind to me. She just said, do what you want to do. But saying that, before that, I've done karate. I'm a purple belt in karate. I forgot to say that. I'm a purple belt in karate, and I did Thai boxing as well. So that helped as well. So I forgot all about that.
Wow.
So I am fit. So I knew I could do it. So you just did like round the woods, walking a bit of run, and she went, come on out, do you want to run up there? So I did start running a little bit, even though I wouldn't take my hat off. Coat just kept going round. And then and then I only just used to go once a week. And I loved it. Just loved being with other people, people spurring each other on, motivation. And then probably from April, I started running on my own, as well as the group, which I still do when I can. Started running on my own because I love it, as I just said before, goals and a challenge. Because what's the point? Because people say, I hate running, but it's not I hate it. I just have to have a challenge. I have to have a point. I have to have a purpose of doing something. Because what is the point? What is the point? So I always have a challenge. So I had a challenge of getting to do 5K running without stopping. I used to just do 5K, walk, run, and just got faster and faster. And then, was it last year or the year before? 2 years ago. No, probably 2 years ago, I started doing the park run, which was 5K, which I did, I think 45 minutes I did 5K in. Loved it. And I've done 42 park runs before when COVID finished. Wow. I wanted to do 50 before my 50th, but that didn't happen, unfortunately. But my next goal was to get down to under 32 minutes. The next one, the hardest one, was to get under 30 minutes, which probably took me nearly 2.5 years, because I only got under 30 minutes in, it was sometime at the beginning of the year. So it took me a long time, but then my goals kept me, but 30 minutes. But what the other thing was about the well-being was about the running. I got a little bit strict, which I think with anorexia as well, I'm very strict. Is that every time I went out running, I had to beat my goal, I had to beat it, and in the end it was a little bit wrong. And Paul said, "You've gone out, you've gone for a run. You've got up and you've gone out." So every time now, it's more I've got up and gone out. So my goal now is, my challenge now is to get under 27 minutes for 5K, which I'm nearly there. Last week I did it.
Just to get under the 30.
I still can't believe it. I've done it in 27:05. So I'm nearly there. You
will absolutely do it, Alison. I'm totally confident in you. Totally. Did you start with like they do something called couch to 5K?
It was similar to that, but I think what Andrea did was you just run and walk to your level. And for me personally, I couldn't do run for 10 minutes, walk for 10 minutes, and things like that. I've got to know the end goal, so I had to do 5K, and that's how I said when our friends come with me. I do 5K, and you just get faster and faster.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And so I do that, and I help people. I'm just motivating a friend. She can run, and she has done it under 25 minutes. She's done it in 25. She's just getting back into it. So, we help each other, motivate each other, get up. I have to get up at 6:30 because I have to have a cup of tea. That is my get ready,
Me
have
too.
a cup of tea and get to 7 o'clock. And it's a great start of the day.
I agree. You mentioned Andrea there. Is that Andrea Evans, is it?
Andrea Evans of AE Sports Massage. So yes. So she has got a running group. Absolutely amazing.
Brilliant. So how many times of the week do you go out?
It really depends. Definitely 3. Definitely 4. I do every other day. 5 times. I have done it. I did do from March to May. I ran every single day.
Wow.
And to my detriment, really, because I did hurt my ankle. So I was off for a month. But that's probably my body saying, actually, Al, you need to slow down. And that's probably why I'm a bit tired today, because I've done a lot of running. But you know what? It just helps me. And I've been out for a walk this afternoon just to get out. Absolutely, just to get out.
Absolutely. So, and there's so many healing properties, isn't there, from getting out in the fresh air and, just soaking in what's around you. And we've got so many gorgeous places, haven't we, in the UK to walk around?
Lovely, yeah. So
yeah,
it's great.
Fantastic. It's fantastic, Alison. Honestly, I think you're incredible. And I'm totally convinced that you're going to improve on your personal best. That's fantastic.
You know what? Because I just think I'm so near. Because I'm literally looking forward to to get to 25. And if I can get to 25 minutes, you know what? I'd be so proud of myself. I'm proud of myself anyway. Actually, it's the first time I've said that.
Good for you. That deserves a clap.
I can't even believe I've said it. So proud. I mean, I am proud just to get up and that. Yeah, I'm going to get a bit teary. No.
Oh, bless you. Well, good on you. Good on you. Like you said, you have to love yourself, and that's the most important thing. So
absolutely.
Pat yourself on the back. You deserve it. So you mentioned earlier on in the interview about aloe vera and Forever Living and okay. So for those people,
that one.
Yeah, for those people on the podcast, Alison's got some fantastic banners in the background there of the aloe vera gel, and there's aloe.
I've got the aloe vera. I've just got the aloe vera gels, or you would see a picture of the family behind. That's what.
So can you recall a time when you've been sort of doing that work? What's been most rewarding with Forever Living, would you say?
It's, first of all, helping others, because like me, I know I was so low self-esteem, just not confident at all, even though I will speak to everybody, but I wasn't confident about myself. But what Forever has done for me on the self-development level is second to none. I would never do this, absolutely never do this. And with respect to the products, you know, the Forever drinking gel, I've been doing Forever for 6 years. A shot of drinking gel every day. I've upped it to 100 ml because it's fabulous for your immune system. So I drink that every single day. And you know what? It makes me feel fantastic with energy, and all the aloe vera products do that.
Brilliant. I love seeing your pictures on your Facebook page of you when you've been out running perhaps, or you've done some session on your exercise bike and you've got your shakes. And
I was just going to say, yeah, you know what, everything from, you can use it from babies to the nursing home, everybody can use them, and it's just for your whole well-being, all the aloes, and it's been going for years and years, Cleopatra times, and I wouldn't be without it. And actually, if I haven't got any and I'm waiting for a delivery, you notice more when you stop taking it. I notice more, you know, 2 days I feel sluggish, you know, just waiting for the gel to come. So yeah. Absolutely.
So I know, like, by the time this comes out on the 22nd of December, you'd have already sent out, you've done some hamper sets and teacher packs and things. What are you putting in those?
Oh, the teacher packs where you've got aloe, you've got like an aloe lips, fantastic for, you know, your lips, anything, you know, for your you know, bites, bruises, everything. It's just a pocket rocket with a little little diary or a book, you know, and a lovely chocolate. You've got to have a bit of chocolate, haven't you? Even though I don't eat it, but there's a nice chocolate there. And hampers to suit all different price ranges, from £5 up to £100. The skincare is amazing, all with aloe. Drinking gels, absolutely anything. So I can bespoke your hampers. So if you tell me what your your partner would like or likes, I can make a unique bespoke hamper for them.
So basically, although you've done these hampers for Christmas, they can be for birthdays, they can be for Mother's Days,
Valentine's Day, anything.
And do they do products specifically for men in there, or are they unisex?
You've got the aftershaves, you know, you've got the bar, the aftershave balm, aftershaves, and all the sports and nutrition, which is fantastic for men as well, or for everybody, and well-being. And to be honest, I think it's for everybody. And the men's grooming, you know, it's in the millions, even in the UK. And we are, you know, we trade in over 158 countries. So, you know, we're all over the world. So it's, you know, anybody can use Forever.
Wow, I've learned a lot there. It sounds like there's a huge range for men as well as women then.
Yeah, they can use it. They can use it all, and your animals as well. Animals as well. Drinking gel, horses. You know, absolutely anybody. But for men as well, because they're, you know, the sports and nutrition with the shakes, heat lotion, and everything is good for after your training.
Yeah. So when do you take it throughout the day? Is it something that you do every day? Is it something that you just have so many times?
Every day I must probably use 20 products, from drinking the drinking gel. I have to take that. The RG, which I take after my running, because that helps me recover. I can't drink it when I've for me personally, to go running, because it's I'd rather do it for recovery, or at the night time. So when I wake up, I'm fully recovered from, you know, the day. wash, cleanse, tone, moisturise, clean your teeth. It's just everything. I'm just going to say everything. And as well, if you want some energy, some bee pollen. So yeah.
Oh right. So I mean, well, we'll talk about this a bit more about how people can find out about it. But I'm also interested to learn as well. What's your view about why it is you do your All4one networking group? What's rewarding about that?
Oh, that is. I didn't think I'd ever do it. 3 years ago, I first went to the All4one networking, which was before I started it. Two ladies went. I can remember going, and I went, I'm not saying nothing. I literally just went, I'm coming, but I'm not telling. Can you just say your name? I literally just went, Alison Cotton. I literally just said that. I was so nervous. It was untrue. And I went every other week, supported the ladies who ran it then. And then 2 years ago, in the July, 2 years ago, they said, oh, Alison, would you like to take over? And I literally just thought, you know what, it will help me more with my self-confidence. And I took it over, and it's gone from strength to strength. Absolutely. And last year I renamed it All4one because it's the same as my business, the Forever business, because it is All4one for everybody. I let everybody come in, and it's rewarding that it gets everybody together and helps others promote their businesses, which I just love helping others. Absolutely. Well, and I'm there. It literally is a friend. I think I say we start out as strangers and walk away as friends, which I think I will let. I'm not, as everybody knows, and I'm not stuck up. What you see is what you get with me. I will embrace anybody who comes in, because even from, I was that person who didn't want to speak to anybody because I was scared. And if anybody does want to come, please come along.
Absolutely. I know they can find it on Eventbrite, can't they, as well as looking at some of your links, which I'll share as well.
It's on Eventbrite. They're every 2 weeks, and from the 7th of January onwards, which I will sort out the dates. I haven't done that yet, but Brilliant. It will be up and running
by the time this comes out,
I'm sure by the time I will have done it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the thing that I picked up from there was about you saying, not wanting to speak, and it's actually a really good point that in our February podcast we've got another lady called Alison, funnily enough, Alison Holmes from Peritia group, and she's basically a networking expert.
Wow.
So if you're very much like this Alison and nervous about networking, perhaps listening in our February podcast, because she'll give some really fantastic tips about how you can increase your confidence at networking, because they can be quite scary. I mean, yours is just amazing and you create such a lovely atmosphere, but I can understand what you say.
Well, it is, because I have been to other networking groups, and I just think you've just got to be yourself. You've got to be genuine, authentic, and have integrity, and you just got to just be you.
Yeah.
If anybody, in life, you've just got to be you, and people will love you for who you are.
Absolutely. And if they don't, then hey, that's nothing. It's out of your control. So you just have to concentrate on yourself. So talking about this, then you sound very much about loving yourself. Who is it that's been your inspiration, would you say?
Oh gosh.
Other than your lovely mom.
I was going to say my lovely mom. Absolutely, the glamour of glamour, who would not ever go out the house with no makeup on. And definitely my mom, because she was literally straight talking, just used to get on with it. And sometimes I used to, you used to cringe when she used to say something. You just think, oh God. But you know what? Like me, my heart is in the right place, and I will help anybody, absolutely anybody. And you know what? And the other thing is with my networking group, I've had, like yourself, I've met so many amazing people who have come into my life, and you know, and lot to do the same businesses, but it's who you like. And another, like, you know, I've got Jodie Philpott, who has another networking group, who is just an amazing friend, and Lisa Ty, who is an NLP practitioner. Who, you know, there is too many to say, but Lisa Ty has helped me immensely through everything of my life, being the eating and confidence.
Yeah.
So
I subscribe to her YouTube channel because she does something called tapping with Ty, doesn't she?
She does, and you know what, that has helped me. That has helped me. Yeah, she's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I totally agree. And Jodie as well. I mean, Jodie runs a networking group that sort of runs parallel in between your All4ones on a Thursdays.
and it's, you know what, we all help each other, and that's what it is. And you know, Jodie is my business coach. You know, kicks me up the backside when I need to. But you know what, you've just got to, you know, like Jodie with the helping with the gratitude, you've just got to get up, and not don't care what people think, but you know, you have got to get to that extent. If people don't like you, then, you know, hey ho, like you've said before, but you've just got to go for it. You've just got to get yourself out there.
Absolutely. What a fantastic place to wind up our interview, Alison. Now, tell me, how can people get in touch with you?
Well, it's in all one place now. I've got a website which was just launched about a month ago.
Hey!
Yeah, I know, it's so exciting because I've always wanted one, but I haven't been in the right place, you know, and now how motivated I am of helping people with their health and wealth. You know, it came at the right time, and the website just is me to help people, motivate people, help people with their health and wellness and networking. So it's www.alisoncotton.co.uk, and all my links are on there. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. I love Facebook because and I love selfies.
We do know you're the queen of selfies, Alison. Can they get the Forever products? How do they
yes,
find out?
they can go through, they can message me through my website, and the link is on the website as well to go. Just make sure it does say Alison Cotton when you go through the website, so you're buying from me and you get my personal care, or message me and I will do it for you, because if you live round by me or not far, I will deliver, but you can get it delivered from to anywhere in the world.
Yeah, fantastic. And also to mention that All4one networking tickets, they can get them by putting All4one on Eventbrite, is that right?
Put it on Eventbrite. It is on my website as well. It's all linked into there now, but brilliant. Eventbrite. So the next one is the 10th, which will have gone by then, won't it?
Yes, we're looking forward to your new ones in the new year, but they'll be on Eventbrite.
They'll be on Eventbrite, and for the first one, you know, a fabulous Christmas and New Year, and start the new year off on the 7th of January.
Sounds like a brilliant idea. Let's have a fabulous 2021. To all you lovely listeners out there, I hope you've enjoyed today's interview as much as I have. Thank you so much, Alison.
Thank you so much for having me. Absolutely amazing. Thank you.
It's been brilliant. And for all the listeners, Merry Christmas to you, and have a safe Christmas period, and we'll see you in the new year. All
Absolutely.
the best.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Here's to 2021.
Yay!